This microphone, it feels like it's pushing you inside. Lock your chairs. We ready? Wah!
MashaAllah.
So today we will talk to very famous and very, very, very successful influencer in UAE, and it's Fahad.
Hi guys, I'm not very famous.
If you were born deaf, what language would you think in? Isn't that concerning?
He almost has like almost 6 million together in Instagram and TikTok.
Maybe 5 million plus. Yeah,
When the show will be announced, it will be 6.
Inshallah, yes.
Do you have YouTube?
Yes, I do have YouTube, but it's not that big.
5 followers?
12,000 subscribers.
And recently mine is 5. So
We start somewhere.
I'm just really enjoying what I'm doing, and we'll see where it goes. Just to prepare everyone, do not notice the part because Fahad was thinking that we're going to be next to the table, so it's like a COVID style outfit.
This is just my everyday outfit. This is how I operate.
Yeah, so for Abu Dhabi, we will censor it with. I was thinking when I was starting the channel, I was like, ooh, what the value I can bring? How can I expose this to people? Think about someone else, or should I think just like I'll have fun and we'll see where it goes?
I think that's the best approach with anything. Like it should be a free flow of something that you enjoy doing. Because if you make it like work and it's like a job that you're doing, it starts to get boring and you burn out and you're more likely to give up really fast.
I was mentioning before behind the scenes, but right now I'll mention it to the audience. You helped a lot of creatives and already known influencers to like help them to find their way in content creation. I know this as a fact. So can you please tell more about this?
So it started off like a freelance job for me in the beginning where I was hired to do content for a brand. And when I was doing that, I realized that certain people are just gifted naturally to be on camera. So for example, if I'm shooting for a store, right? There's many staff over there that are working, but not every single person who's working there can go viral on camera. Some people are naturally good at going viral on camera, while the others, you really need to direct them. And it's a lot of things. It could be the experience that they have in what they're doing. Maybe they've been doing that job for the last 15 years. So if they don't know that someone's recording them and they're talking about whatever they're doing, it looks very, very authentic. And there's a lot of good information that you get out of that person. So that was kind of the beginning of helping people go viral for me. I mean, of course, it slowly translated into working with CEOs like Tawfiq Raidi. I helped him grow his page from 0 to 1.4 million followers. Now he's on 1.6, I think. He's been stuck there for a while. So even with Tawfiq is someone who's been running brands for less his entire life, more than 25 years. So he was naturally good in front of the camera. He didn't have to try hard. So just guiding him a little bit about what to say, what to talk about, prompting him with the right questions, people were really interested to hear his story, you know? And I guess a common thing amongst all these people was that they had something as value, entertainment, education to add to people's lives, you know? And that, you can't fake that. It has to naturally exist in that person.
Here already a small conflict happening because you cannot become famous if you don't have it in you. So you don't believe that like you can grow it, you can make yourself more charismatic, you can find your own niche or something. So or you have it or you don't, or that's it.
It's a kind of a paradox, you know. You could be doing something for the next 30 years of your life and no one will know about it. But now thanks to social media, if you document it in the right way, people might start showing interest. It could be anything. It could be you fishing. You know, I always use an example of fishing is such a generic thing. Like, let's say you're a fisherman for 30 years. No one's going to care. But if you make videos about fishing and educating people about how to catch the right fish, tomorrow you might wake up with a video at 100,000 views, you know? Whereas there are people who are very charismatic, they're very likable, they have a nice energy when you record, they're TV ready, they're social media ready. They might not have much experience or much, I don't know, knowledge to add to the world, but just their voice or the way they present themselves allows them to go viral faster. So you have both sides, or both sides of the coin, if one can say.
Okay, interesting point. I also, like you were mentioning about the story, you see in people the seed that you can grow, like what exactly they can be interesting to the public. This
Yeah.
is what you have.
Yeah.
Do you consider it as a superpower?
I think it's just, I wouldn't call it a superpower. I think it's just an eye that I've developed over the years because I've worked with so many people now. I've worked with maybe hundreds of people. I don't know, you know? And when you're going through so many people, you just know, because you've done other videos with different people, that whatever this guy is doing or talking about has a higher likelihood of going viral, you know? So yeah, I guess one could look at it as a superpower, but for me, it's just my job that I really enjoy doing. And I've trained so hard over it over and over and again that it's just, I've perfected it. And I'm still perfecting it again and again. Like whenever a new client comes into my life or a new person that I'm working with, I have to start all over from scratch. Whatever I know, I have to forget about it. Yeah, because they could be a totally different person. They could be a data point that has no similarities to the people that I've met before. You know, I have to find a different way to work with them.
So you have your approach to everyone. Like, you
Yeah.
customize everything like to one person when you're working with them?
So we're trying to get the person to be themselves. And so whether that's putting them in a podcast studio, whether that's taking them to the mall and walking around with them and recording them over there, or it's shooting them in their own office, you know, we have to find a setting or a set of questions or an environment that makes them comfortable. Because if they're not comfortable and if they're going like very corporate, commercial, trying to read off of a script, nobody's going to care and watch that video.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
You know what? I heard this recently that you have to try everything to know what you are not. And
That's a
then,
nice saying.
yeah, and when you know already what you are not, something will work. So when you start your social media, you can try to be cringe as much as possible. You can
Yeah.
try dancing, you can try
Yes.
podcast, you can try walk around the mall, you can try asking questions, you can try to be behind the scenes, in front of the camera. So just to know what exactly is suitable for you.
That's actually kind of what we do when we work with our clients. We'll try a bit of everything that is working on social media because the client usually doesn't have an idea of what they want to do or what they're. It's very rare that someone will come up to me and go like, "Yeah, I want to go around and ask people how much they pay for rent, and take a tour of their apartment," for example. You know, that's the only thing. I had a client like that once. He's pretty famous now, Jordan Hisham.
But this is very interesting
Yeah.
concept to sell. I would watch just
This
out
guy
of
has like a
curiosity.
million followers plus, and this is all he does. He's gone to so many people's random houses, strangers, and so he knew that that's what he wanted to do, and he went viral with that. But then there are other clients that they don't know what they want. They don't. Nobody really knows how they want to present themselves. Like everyone has like this classic image of themselves, like, yeah, I want to be luxurious, or I want to be like elegant, or I want to be like this on social media, which is a completely different personality than who they are in real life. But it doesn't work like that. You know, you have to discover who you are, and it's hard.
So authenticity.
Yes, that's the key.
How did you find yours?
So I knew from the first day that I like to be sarcastic and I like to make fun of other things. So this is something I knew since school. And so it wasn't hard for me when I started off my social media journey to discover it. So, I mean, before TikTok, I was doing Twitter. So I would post a lot of sarcastic tweets. And some of them would be videos. And I saw that over like 4 years, people started following me for that lame humor or making fun of myself or making fun of other stuff in my life. And then when TikTok came into the picture, I remember I started off my series of videos where I was making fun of ghosts. So I was always scared of ghosts growing up. So I made a cat.
Wait, not anymore.
I'm still scared of ghosts. That never went away. So I just made a series of videos where I dressed up as a ghost, which was a character in my videos, and it's just like a Tom and Jerry kind of a series between me and him, the ghost. And that went super viral in the beginning. So that was like the first year of my content. Just that type of videos. And people loved it. And then I slowly transitioned into making fun of this things, those awkward things or funny things that your parents do, especially Pakistani parents who have migrated to Dubai, who don't understand the norms of the new generation. So I was doing all sorts of content around that. I was dressing up as my mother in my videos. It's very typical, those trends. And then I saw that there was a lot of motivational speakers on social media, a lot of Gary Vee style content, and they all basically said the same thing in different ways. And I felt like it's kind of like people are just wasting their time listening to this, and they're trying to sell something through these videos, and people are not actually seeing what's actually going on over here. Like, yeah, it's good information and it's good to get motivated, but like, someone's selling a course, someone's flexing their Lamborghini, and so I started targeting those people, and I've still been making videos. Today I make fun of, ironically, podcasts. I make fun of people who pretend like they know everything, and they're financial gurus or motivational experts, and they're coming on camera, or they're selling a book, and for me it's just, some of them might be legit, but most of them are just trying to make a quick buck. Like, whoever's a billionaire is not going to give you the secret of how to be a billionaire. He's definitely not going to sell you a course.
Right now, you are the show as an expert. Isn't it concerning?
Yeah, I have this series. Yes. Yes.
So what we're making fun of, sometimes it's like, we come into this place to be...
Yeah, it is a concerning paradox. And slowly I realized that I transitioned that series from making fun of podcasts to questioning everything. So my videos now is no longer just a parody podcast. It's like questioning everyday things.
4 years old asking their parents about
Yes.
the world.
Exactly. That's what it is.
But I love it, honestly. It's not only entertaining, it's like, when you're watching it, you're removing the whole day from your shoulders and everything from your mind, what you were overthinking. You're just like with one of your questions, because you start thinking about
Yes.
it. That is very funny and very nice content. And like in this, sometimes it's
5 to 6 seconds only.
It's very unique. Also, no one was doing it before.
Yeah.
And at the previous one, I was talking with Sean, and he was mentioning that you were first, like, who was just getting the studio and trying this podcast.
I remember, so I was actually invited to a podcast, and they were just asking me a bunch of questions about like how I do what I do with my content. And I realized, I'm like, wait, I can actually use this studio to make my videos. And so that's how it started for me. And at that point, that company that I did the studio shoot and didn't even rent that studio for that service. Mm-hmm. It was just like a side thing for them. So I was actually one of the first customers. And yeah.
Very nice.
It was very, like 2021 maybe.
But right now you made a business with them because it's a thing.
Yeah,
like
it's
a lot
a
of
proper
podcast
thing.
studios starts
It's
opening.
a proper trend in Dubai now. Okay.
Usually at your podcasts, you are the one who is inviting people to join your content.
So there's no one actually sitting in front of my table.
Oh my God.
So most of my videos, like recently I've been getting that one guy who you see in my videos a lot these days, the one who looks homeless, Humaid Jian, his name is.
I'm skiing. He looks...
I purposely make him look like that even more. But like before that, or like for a very long time, and even now sometimes, like in the last shoot, he came late. So I finished shooting my part in like 20 minutes to 30 minutes maximum. And I'll ask like a series of questions, maybe 20 to 30 questions, 1 minute per question. On average, 1.5 minutes. And then later I'll just stitch the reactions, whatever reaction I want. So even now, all the videos that you see, they are not showing the reaction of whoever is sitting in front of me at that time. It's very rare that you will find a person sitting in front of me who was recorded at the same time, or that reaction is from that same time. I'm always reusing reactions from previous guests or previous clips and just recycling them, because in my video, the first most important thing is the question, how deep the question makes you think. And the second most important thing is how the guest reacts, because the guest reaction is a reflection of the viewer. So when you're watching the video, you're imagining yourself looking like that guest expression because of how deep the question was. So I have to make sure that it's like a perfect, I don't know, they both bounce off of each other, and it works. It works perfectly. Like I don't have to overcomplicate it, basically.
You know, you have deep knowledge of human in general if you think of what audience think at that moment or feel at that moment. What you were studying, like what is your degree?
I'm a college dropout. I was doing electrical engineering.
Very connected.
Yeah, I was doing electrical engineering because I wanted to be like Tony Stark from Iron Man, from Marvel. And yeah, I just enjoyed engineering in general. But then when I was in university and I was going through that, I realized I can't do math. Math is terrible. Yeah, I like physics a lot. And then I found myself in media because I dropped out of college and I just needed a job. And when I was in media, I really enjoyed the feeling of making a video and then that video getting so much attention. So I wanted to understand what causes that. So I got obsessed very early on with understanding what makes something interesting to a large group of people.
And what is it? Can you?
So from my understanding so far, it all kind of comes down to context. Like if I have to say it in a very general word, what is the context of what video you're making? Your video can be anything. Your video can be like something from your gallery, which is like a video you just recorded with very poor production quality. But if the context of that video is deep, it can go viral. Early on, I remember like I had posted a video on Instagram before TikTok. It was a series of clips of Talabat and Kareem riders with emotional music in the background. This is like 2020. And that video went viral amongst Dubai audience. You know, Love in Dubai also reposted it. And so I was just trying to understand that what causes this emotional reaction. And it's this empathy or sympathy, I don't know what's the right word, that we as humans have towards those people that are working so hard every day to provide a service for us. And so now, today, if you go on TikTok, you can see that whenever you see some influencer making a street interview style video with a Talabat rider, they are almost 99% guaranteed to go viral. Or if it's a Talabat rider himself, or a Noon rider themselves making a video, it's almost guaranteed that it'll go viral. And there's two reasons for that. Because there's that one audience that has this empathy, sympathy thing going on, and then there's like a bigger audience, which is the blue-collar workers that are actually using the app. They have more time to use the app than you as a everyday user. So that's why those videos work. That's my conclusion.
I see what you're saying, and it's also connected to just my personal opinion. People tired of like polished picture.
That comes back to the authenticity part. Like that's real.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have polished picture, but it works.
Yeah.
So how you see that it's authenticity? How you see that this person, this is exactly what they have to do. What's exactly clicking in your mind and putting it as one puzzle and a picture that yes, this will work. This go viral. And second one, did it work every time?
No, it doesn't work every single time. There's like, I don't have the right number. I haven't really measured it, but like to be safe, I would say 2 out of 5 times it will work. Okay, like that's the, and I don't know what that is in percentage. 33%? I don't know.
I think it's already great. You know, even selling percentage is like 12%. So
Okay.
33% and
Yeah.
something like,
This is,
let's say, let's call it they bought it.
yeah.
So it really high.
Yeah, 2 out of 5, if what I know is being implemented. And that's also very difficult to achieve with clients, because clients don't always want to do everything that you tell them what you know about, because they have a polished image they want to create of themselves, and etc., etc. So the first question that you ask is how that puzzle solves in your brain. I'm actually trying to reverse engineer that today, because I also want the answer to that question. Because when I solve that question, my company grows by 10x because it removes me from the middle at the core, which is helping this problem to be solved. I don't know. I guess as of now, it's just a set of. I guess it's the data that I have from so much trial and error that makes it easier for me to solve the puzzle whenever I'm confronted with a problem. I've solved the same problem so many times. When I shoot with Sean, for example, I remember in the beginning we were trying different formats to make Sean go viral. Uh, he had the accents angle already. So it was just a matter of connecting one of the data points that I knew that went viral with those accents. And the most successful one was Cafeteria Guy.
Cafeteria was amazing.
Because Cafeteria Guys, again, from that blue collar line of people, it's an everyday, authentic experience that people go through. And so I guess if someone else had the same data that I had and a passion for understanding why people react the way they react when they watch a video, they would have been able to solve that. So if you're asking me how can someone do what I'm doing, they just have to go shoot maybe 10 to 15 videos every single day for 5 years.
So if someone would like wanted to be famous, become famous, when they hear those numbers, they usually like, no, your first 100 videos, no one would see. You posted it for yourself. You just understanding how you feel in front of the camera. You're like trying to find your format. But what was your video that got viral? Your personal.
So for me, it's very biased because I came into TikTok when anything can go viral. I came in TikTok in 2020. To be honest, anyone today posting a video back then would have gone viral because TikTok was new. Instagram, on the other hand, nobody cares back then. Like there was no reels. So if you posted a picture, only your friends are going to see it. Very difficult to get something to be recommended, or there was no algorithm that was really pushing content like that. So for me, it would be the first maybe 500 tweets that nobody even knows what I was saying. And after the 500 tweets, or 1,000 tweets even maybe, because I was doing that since I was 16 maybe, I don't know, or 15, suddenly one or two tweets of mine, 20 people retweeted randomly, you know, or 50 people retweeted randomly. And I remember this was a video, a screen recording of my chat with my mother. And I had basically sent her a picture of, like, I tore the sleeve of a very important Pakistani traditional cloth, and I'm sending her that on the day of Eid. And she's really angry, and she replies with like some, she's not cursing at me, but she's basically calling me a dog.
I thought like maybe you are not a son to me anymore.
Something like that, you know, what a typical Pakistani mother would say. So I took that screen recording and I posted that on Twitter, and I was like, hey guys, look, this is how my first day of Eid is going. 3 weeks later, that same screen recording, some meme page on Instagram posted it. And my friend tagged me in that video. I was like, oh, wow. Need to tear more sleeves off my clothes and get my mom to say this, you know? But obviously that can't be replicated always. So that was my first video or experience of something being seen by a different set of people that I already knew.
You know, how does it feel when you finally seen?
How does it feel? I think it's different for everyone. For me, like, you know, you said that the first 100 videos you should make it for yourself. I'm still making videos just like for myself. I don't care what people think. Like it's different for people. Like some people change when they start getting seen. Like they start acting like they're they're Kanye West, or I don't know. They're like,
Let's even come back in a history, like even Kim Kardashian
yeah,
to become famous post her sex videos. So
yeah, yeah,
every famous person was doing some kind of cringe
yeah,
at the beginning,
yeah,
and now we see them. Oh my God, so
yeah,
elegant,
yeah,
so
yeah.
nice, entrepreneur.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess it's different for everyone. For me, honestly, being seen was never the goal. Like to have a status symbol that, oh wow, I have 5 million followers. Like I don't even like saying that I have these many followers because I don't see it as an achievement. For me, the achievement is that I figured out how to get seen by so many people. And I'm doing that for businesses right now. And so that for me is my achievement. And now the next goal that I have is to figure that out on YouTube because YouTube is very difficult. And yeah, I mean, it didn't change anything in me. I'm still just obsessed with the whole science of it.
You know, when you will figure out YouTube, please let me know. I'm very
I will
curious.
do so.
I don't know why this platform is like, you know, talking to me the most probably. Even that I would say Instagram is like your portfolio.
Yeah.
You would just like your CV, I would say.
Yeah.
TikTok, I see what kind of content going viral there. Very much of entertainment and something that you don't have to think of too much.
Fast dopamine.
Yes,
Yeah.
someone's opinion or something
Yeah.
fun. You're famous in TikTok. It's 5 million, like
4.5, yeah.
5 million people. But I love that very specific.
Yeah.
I'm very humble about it. But like 5 million people, like definitely you have more views on
Yeah,
videos than
yeah.
followers. So seeing your content in TikTok, but Instagram is a little bit slower to you.
Instagram first of all did not pick up for me. Like I had 100,000 followers on TikTok and I only had 10,000 followers on Instagram in the beginning. And so the growth on Instagram for me was always slow. I don't know why. But I consistently kept posting on both platforms. I never really tried to understand why this platform is going slower. And I saw that there were periods of months where my Instagram just consistently grew, but my TikTok was stuck. So today, Instagram is sitting on 900,000 followers. Finally. It's been 4 years or 5 years. But I see that sometimes a video will perform better on Instagram than TikTok and vice versa. I just think it's about who the algorithm showed the video to and who the people were on Instagram or TikTok. There's no real issue that's causing it to not work on either or platforms. There are some people that only use TikTok, and there are some people who only use Instagram. So, and they both might have the same behaviors, but the algorithm might have missed those same people that TikTok recommended you on Instagram, and which is why you didn't get viral views. And sometimes it flipped, you know? And that's completely fine. That's why you need to keep posting every single day. I have a video today, like right now, which is growing. It crossed 3 million views in the morning I checked. But the 3 videos before that is below 100,000 views. So I don't care that something didn't go viral. I know that it will eventually go viral as long as I keep posting and keep trying the angles, different angles.
You know, I noticed, I'll just share, I noticed recently it's not, like algorithm changes all the time. You never know what's gonna work. All I understood that everything that, for example, Instagram launching or any platform launching is a new thing. Like for example, recent is trials for
Yeah.
Instagram. As soon as something launched, you have to just start doing it
Yeah.
and see how it goes. Right now, I already noticed that it's not working anymore.
So when trial reels came out, I was very hesitant to try that. Because what trial reels is suggesting is that it's going to not show your videos to your followers. It's going to show your videos to a completely new set of audience. And if they like it, and if your videos start going viral, you can post it to your page and your followers will see it. But did you know that when you post a video on Instagram or TikTok, if it's a good video, the algorithm is already going to do that. It's going to show your video to people that are not your followers. It's going to show your video to non-followers because I have 900,000 followers on Instagram, but I got 3 million views yesterday on Instagram. So my followers didn't watch it. Every like any video, you can go and see it in Sean's page as well. Any video that has gone viral in the past, the percentage of non-follower viewers is 99% or 98%, and 1 to 2% is your own followers. Always, this is a default setting. So trial reels is doing what exactly?
I think it's good for someone who just started, for the one who doesn't have that big already exposure.
But
So,
but the reels naturally does that, even when
no,
you, even when you start.
okay, here's my like blind zone, I think for everyone, but maybe you figured out. So you just mentioned that 99% non-followers, viewers. Those almost 1 million people who's following you, where are they? Like, why it's not even shown to them, or why? What exactly happened?
This is the problem that TikTok created. So TikTok, when TikTok came into the picture, they said you don't need to have followers to get views. Before that, it wasn't the case. Your followers is the reason you get views. So with TikTok, or TikTokification, they call it, of content, it's always people who are not your followers that are watching your videos. So it doesn't matter if you have 10 million followers, 100 million followers. The percentage of your followers will always be 1 to 2%, because that's how the algorithm is designed. It's designed to recommend your content. Instagram copied that with Reels. So now Reels is a TikTok in Instagram that is recommending your content to random people. So whether you have 0 followers or 1 million followers, it will by default, that's what it's built to do. And if your content was not good, it won't recommend it. It's just yes or no. YouTube Shorts, so that's where I've seen success, gives you 500 to 1,000 views for free right now. It's not bots watching your videos. They're trying really hard to compete with Instagram and TikTok. Snapchat Spotlight will also give you views, because Spotlight on Snapchat is basically Instagram and TikTok. Facebook Reels is very slow, but Facebook also gives you views.
You're also using Snapchat?
I'm posting everywhere, every single day.
How does it work for you?
So on average, a video will perform the best either on Instagram or TikTok. There's no fixed, which one is better for me, despite the fact that I have 4 times the followers on TikTok than Instagram. It is very rare that a video on YouTube will cross 30,000 views for me in shorts. The highest I seen 2 million, which was 2 years ago. Never seen that again after that. It's always 30, 40,000 or 10,000, 1,000, 5,000. Facebook, Snapchat is also very, like, it fluctuates a lot, but Facebook, I recently gained 300,000 followers because randomly my video started blowing up. So what I started doing on Facebook, because I never posted on Facebook before, I'm taking all the content that I have from the last 3 years and I'm just re-uploading it.
This is something new for me. Wait, Facebook?
Yeah, I'm just...
Someone remembered about Facebook?
I have 60-year-old Americans, Filipinos, Africans, just like calling me all sorts of stuff in the comments, enjoying my videos, hating on me, because this is the older audience that is watching my content there, and it's working.
If we already touched this point about haters, how do you feel about?
I love haters. Haters is the #1 way to go viral. If you can successfully rage bait someone, and to define rage bait, I mean you say something that people disagree with you, or they with a very strong passion hate that you said, that will push them to comment. Now this can be taken in a negative way as well. Like, obviously I'm not trying to rage bait someone for the wrong reasons, but like a silly mistake. Like, for example, 6 plus 7 is 10. This will rage bait all the mathematicians in the world. And they will be like, no, it's, guys, 13, if that's what 6 plus 7 is. And that comment will trigger the algorithm to recommend the video even further. So whenever I see a hater, I pin their comment, because they're the reason I'm going viral. Thank you.
This is very cute, actually.
Yeah.
Would you do you recommend to your clients the same thing? Just like if nothing is working and you already see that like it has to work, it's still not picking up. Do you recommend to do something like to trigger people?
Always. All my clients, I have had this conversation with them in the past. I have had clients that would not be in favor of such a thing because they value their status in the society a lot. And so now you don't see them on social media.
This is what you were saying about polished
Yes.
image. Interesting. We're not gonna mention those people.
I mean, I would love to mention, for example, one of.
Like these.
Talking outside of the mic the whole time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Mike.
Bro,
Talk to him.
Hello.
No, just sit.
Okay,
sit.
okay,
Don't
I'm
move,
sitting
don't move.
here.
I'm not here. Keep doing your thing.
okay.
We don't see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the ghost from the series of my videos in the beginning.
Do you see someone?
No.
I don't know what you're
No.
talking about.
No idea.
Ask him how different audience members can achieve different results.
Did you notice?
So, oh, I just saw that.
Yeah, that's good.
Represent. Right. So I have one of these guys that I work with. His name is Realtor on a Harley. He's a short guy, Indian real estate broker, wears glasses, drives a Harley Davidson. He understood from day one that we have to piss people off. And today he's the most famous broker in the real estate market and has his own brokerage as well. I love him. He's one of my he's my best friend, brother, and most favorite clients that I've ever worked with. Like I told him, bro, you look like this rapper from the UK, Nav. So we're going to compare you to him in a video, and we're going to use his music in the background while you're talking about real estate. He said, done. I told him, you have to stand on this bucket, and you're going to talk about this property behind you because people are making fun of your height in the comment. He said, done.
That's very nice and very nice clients to work with who's
Yeah.
like
It's
able
very rare to find.
to make like fun of themselves.
Yeah.
Best way. 100 million views on one video or 10,000 views for 20 videos.
Interesting question. 10,000 views and 20 videos.
Why?
Because after that 100 million views on one video, what are you going to do? Your career has ended. If you're not going to get any more views after that.
Also, tell me about this. When you're getting that big exposure to that amount of people, how you dealing with algorithm later on? Because if like it was such a big jump, then naturally it's like
It
it's
is going to come down. So that's the million-dollar question that everyone has. I'm kind of stuck as well, where my growth is stunt right now. Like it's not going above certain views and followers for me for the last maybe 1.5 years, because I'm doing the same question answer format. I've done it maybe over 1,000 times now. But the only way is to find or discover a format of content, a series of content that you like. No, that's the most important thing, because if you don't like it, you can't keep doing it. And a new group of people like. So right now I have a group of people who enjoy thought-provoking questions, interesting questions. Now I have to find a group of people who like something else that I also like. But it can't be just 10 people. It has to be at least 100 million people that are interested in that topic.
Do you still have a goal in social media field?
I never really had a goal in social media in general when I started, because I just got obsessed with one small thing, and that became such a big thing, which was the algorithm and how it works. So no, I don't have a target. Like, okay, I would love to have 500 million subscribers like Mr. Beast, but I don't think I have that goal. I don't think I have a goal in general.
But when you mentioned that you're stuck at one position, so you see that you can still grow. So let's say for the year goal, do you have it?
Yeah, something like that would be, I would love to hit 10 million followers on TikTok by the end of this year.
Okay, and what advice you would give to yourself if your own client?
Wow, I love that question. Stop being lazy and sticking to the same format. We need to start experimenting with new styles of content, like yesterday.
And what kind of jokes you would make about yourself to expose yourself maybe a bit in a different light to see where it goes?
It's very hard to make fun of myself because I exist as a joke in reality, and I don't know, like, I love food, and every time I want to lose weight, I go through this weight loss journey where I drop 3-4 kilos, and then I'll go back to ruining my diet. So actually, I did that. I have another page where I was tracking my weight loss publicly. I was like, guys, I have a goal. I'm going to lose from 100 kgs to 80 kgs in I don't know how many days, in 60 days. So in the journey, I actually started gaining weight. So yeah, and people were like, this is a weight gain journey. This is not a weight loss journey. Because every day I would document what I ate, and I'm showing people that I crashed out and I'm having some junk food.
By the way, how many followers did you get there?
I have like 10,000 followers on
It's
that
not
page.
bad. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
You can start to be influencer for the sportswear.
Who knows, maybe the future Fahad content direction is becoming a fitness / real estate broker influencer.
That's really nice. So, just to motivate you a little bit more, I think the thing that you show in it in your social media, how you even not losing weight as your goal, but gaining it, and what kind of journey you're going through, like it would be even more interesting to people to watch.
Yeah, I think if I could document my journey without any script, because people have a certain predetermined goal fixed in their head that, yeah, he's going to lose weight by the end of the series of these videos. But the reality is not all that golden. And I think not just for myself, but any other content creator with whatever they're doing. Let's say some content creator is documenting themselves going from 0 to 1 million followers, right? And they post their first video, they post their second video, they post their third video, and they're just gaining like 5 followers, 10 followers, 15 followers maybe. By the time they reach 1,000 followers, people can go back and look at those videos where he was just stuck on 10 or 15 followers and be like, okay, this guy's legit and he's putting in work. So to give credit to that, they might actually follow him, which helps him achieve his goal. Or in general, people reward honesty on social media. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be your followers. It doesn't have to be weight loss. It could be building something. Like I'm building a Lego, I don't know, a Star Wars ship. Today I'm putting in this much hours and I'm documenting that, and this is what I did. People will watch that and come back to watch more of that because they want to know what happens in the end and whether they had failures. Especially on YouTube, I've seen that this type of format works the best. So there's this channel called Stuff Made Here. This guy comes up with an idea. For example, I'm going to build a mini golf course, and the golf club can automatically aim at the golf ball. So I never need to aim it, and it goes direct. It hits the ball, and it goes into the hole directly. Mm-hmm. So he documents his journey of building that thing, and he fails maybe 10 times, and he shows the failures. And then in the end, he either succeeds or fails again. So it's always a mystery. And he has like 20 million or 10 million subscribers. You should check him out. Mr. Beast follows a similar format as well. There's a challenge.
It's a TV show format.
Yeah.
It's just like what's going to happen in the next episode.
And if you bring it close to reality, people have that, oh, this is authentic. And I'm not going to waste my time watching something that I've seen something before. So that's why it works.
Let's say last question.
Okay.
I will use it for my format, as you're already here as a guest.
Okay.
So to ask your advice, for example, about this show, what you would recommend?
My advice for this show. So this show brings people who have achieved something in their life and share their experience. It could be an entrepreneur, influencer, anything, right? I would target the people who are, first of all, not famous, but have 7 to 30 years of experience, like minimum 7 years and maximum 30 years in whatever they're doing. So you could bring the guy who does laundry in a shop but been doing it for 15 years and talk to him about ironing clothes in this podcast, and that can go viral. But his experience is important, or her experience is important. So whoever you bring in this podcast, make sure that they have a very deep knowledge about whatever that one topic is. And now here's where it'll even help you further is you research topics that people want to hear about. So
No, I'm actually honestly very curious myself. I went, like all my life, I was behind the camera. I was like directing or producing
Yeah.
clients, shows,
Yeah.
things. And right now, it's just like something in me was craving the attention, seeking this visibility. And I just sit down in the chair in front of the camera and like what I want to do. And I wanted to talk to people.
So, like, you could bring, I don't know, we were talking about fat loss before. So, someone who's a nutritionist, but not your everyday nutritionist who's working in some company. Someone who you like, first of all, their work, and they don't have to be famous. They could be anywhere in whatever company, but they have a very deep knowledge with a lot of years of experience. The Diary of a CEO recently brought some guy. I don't know if you guys saw the podcast, and he speaks about fasting and fat loss. And I don't know who the guy is, but the way he speaks, it looks like he's been doing this his entire life. So I was interested to watch him, not the Diary of a CEO. And that's what will happen with you. The viewers will come in to watch the guest through your lens.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I really like this perspective as well. Thank you.
No problem.
We are good.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you for